Are you a fan of a good sexy boat ride? If so, the Boner Factory is proud to present to you an epic voyage into the sunset on our newest ocean liner, the Carnival. Ahoy, mateys! Climb aboard the Carnival. Our luxurious ship is stacked to the gills with all sorts of fucking amenities. 1 in 3 cabins has running water and beds. We've also hired little children from all over the world to work for low, and I do mean low wages, to clean the blood, semen, and regret generally found in our rooms out for your comfort. You'll even get your goddamn money back if you find bed bugs. We have hot tubs that may or may not contain dysentery, polio, Parkinson's, and a land walker's nemesis, goat's butts-induced spinal bifida. Looking to get your dick wet? Hookers? Well, fuck yeah, we got 'em, live or dead. Get ye head. Oh, and ladies, looking to emulate that Lindsay Lohan burnt clam look? We have a luxurious deck on top of the boat, perfect to tan your vulvas on. Ask a couple of these wonderful tourists what they thought about our carnival cruise.
Hello, I'm Brandon Gentry of the Good Old Gamers, and now that Boner Factory Films has agreed to pay all of my medical expenses, I'm here to tell you about what a fantastic time I've had on the Carnival.
And I'm Lyle McClendon. Aside from the puking, shitting, fever, nausea, and occasional bloody discharge out of the head of my dick, I'm also here to say that this cruise was once in a lifetime, and I will never forget my vacation.
I walked away with a dick that wheezes like an old man, but I've been promised it's going to be taken care of. Now I'm going to have all the great memories of this fine cruise. We got to see many great tourist attractions, such as Guantanamo Bay, the Gulag.
We also got to be present at the death of Fidel Castro. Unfortunately, he died choking to death on one of Brandon's Dell's Dick Meat corn dogs.
Never leave home without a Daryl's Dick Meat corn dog.
They single-handedly ended socialism.
Despite the debilitating diseases, torturous implements, and general starvation experienced on the Carnival, I would say that the cruise is very adequate.
I agree. I had a great time other than having to get 2 blood transfusions, a mild test for sepsis, and a TB skin test. Isn't that what they call it? Is that what they did that made my arm swell up?
No, you got injected with the wrong drug law.
Oh, that's staph infection. Other than the fact that I'm about to lose my arm and have my own Quato growing off my nutsack, I've had a great time.
Yeah, especially now that my medical expenses are being paid as agreed to, and I'm getting a free turkey.
I didn't see anything in clause about signing up for a free turkey. I feel jilted. Maybe I should go talk to the captain.
Should have initialed under line 54, Section B.
Well, that's what I get for not reading the terms and conditions.
Come on our cruise. Get your dick wet. Sail the seas.
Well, holy fuck my ass shit. Surprise, motherfuckers. We're not dead. Believe it or not. It feels like it, though, doesn't it?
It does.
It does feel like coming back from... I feel like we're the shitty body of Jason Voorhees and like a shitty lightning strikes just reanimated us. We kind of don't really know what we're doing, but we're going with it. But, welcome back. It's been a minute to the Good Old Gamers podcast. I'm Lyle McClendon. I'm joined once again for the first time in years, Brandon Gentry.
Yeah! Go fuck yourself, Lyle. Go fuck yourself, Pabst Blue Ribbon. And go fuck yourself, everyone. It's
Tell yourself go fuck yourself.
I will fuck myself.
It's that good. It's that good of a day. It's actually November 27th. Exactly almost 2 months since the last time you heard from us.
Yeah.
I got a bit of explaining to do, I suppose. So,
Lucy, you got a bit of explaining to do.
I do.
Rika!
Dude. Oh my God! How somebody did not fucking beat her head in with a pickaxe, I will never know. That's just the kind of guy I am, though.
She looked like she probably gave some mean head, though, so it probably explains it.
Fire, redhead, fire in bed. Yeah. Hey, Lucy! There's a comet master dreams! Oh. Ricky!
Whatever, our new Emperor-in-Chief is going to build a wall, keep Ricky Ricardo the fuck out.
His first action as Supreme Deity is get fucking Ricky Ricardo. He's probably got them
Babaloo, motherfucker.
He's probably got them digging his ass up as we speak, about to like put him on a raft and send him across the ocean.
I just imagine some of our younger listeners have no fucking clue what we're talking about.
Yeah. There's a good chance some of our older listeners are probably in the dark. But our Lord and Emperor will bring all that to light. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't know what we're talking about, then you must not be an American. If you're not, praise be to you right now. Since we now live in the Trump administration since the last time we were talked, yes, he won president. I'm sure you know that by now.
We've elected a meme for president.
We have.
We were fucked either way on that deal.
Oh, totally.
I don't care. You know what? This is the good old gamer stance on politics. Fuck you and fuck your politics.
Yeah, we ain't here to talk politics, so...
We'll make fun of shit, though.
You damn right. Well, we've been away for a while, and the website's been down for a couple weeks, and everything else, and, we're making jokes about being dead. A lot of people probably thought something's happened. I actually got a message from a guy that I'm going to look up and read later. We did the other day. Some real kind words. I'm not going to get real bad or real big into it because it's the beginning of the episode, and I'm not going to tell you my woes and sob stories to make you repeatedly weep and punch yourself in your nards or anything. But long story short, my grandfather, I've talked about him a lot on here. He got very, very ill all within the course of a few months, and he passed away on Halloween. So I pretty much I've had to take some time away to deal with it. It's easily been the most trying and hardest thing. I'm still not I'm not doing too great over it, but I mean, I've got enough beer and goofballs in me to, and he was the kind of person that he was very vocal about not wanting people to be sad and not doing this, because he's like, life will go on. He even wrote a poem that they found in his lockbox. They read at his funeral that was kind of like, when something happens to me, you read this to them. And he wrote this whole poem talking about death and just being like, just remember it's going to be you one day. So don't waste, time. Be happy. Think about good things and stuff.
I can respect that. I've always told my family when I go, don't waste time and money on me. Just fucking drown me up, feed me to chickens, whatever is the cheapest option you got.
That was kind of my grandpa's deal. My grandfather was a very private man. He's always has been. Or, he didn't want a big elaborate funeral. He didn't want, and he was, you knew my grandpa. He was kind of he's always kind of been one of the things I admire about him. He was a no bullshit person at all. He would just straight up, tell you what he thought about it, and that's how it was. And it's just, I don't know. It's really weird to me. Like, I still don't really grasp the concept of not having him here, and that's odd to me. But he was this, he was always so non-bullshit like that. Like, for his funeral, he was just kind of like, if you didn't come see me when I was alive, don't fucking come see me when I'm dead.
Yeah, that's how I am.
And that's kind of I am,
don't
too.
bring your friends of friends unless you need them for yourself. Like, I don't care. The funeral's about the living to me. It's about them coping with the death.
Yeah,
of the fallen.
That's the fucking ritual for the people left behind. Yeah. It does not matter to the person that's gone because they are gone.
Yeah, and that's the way I see it. I'm like, just do whatever you need to do to move along.
That's how my grandfather was, and his funeral wasn't a big deal. It was very small, family only. And it was immediate family. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be cremated because he was.
That's why I am.
He's just like, there's no.
It's pragmatic
sense in like spending all this money for a vault to preserve my dead body for this, and so and my it's kind of weird. My grandmother, bless her heart, she's a Christian lady, and she was kind of apprehensive about it at first, but that was his wishes, and that's how it was done, and it was a little odd to me because I didn't feel like I really got 100% closure off of it. Like I was there with him when he passed away, and I knew right then that was like the last time I would see him because I know cremation,
right?
They toast you, so I understand that. But it's been really hard on me, but I'm doing better and I'm coping with it. It's just he's pretty much like my dad, so
yeah.
It's hard, and I'm gonna keep having a hard time with it, but that's nature. It's to be expected. I do want to say thank you though to everybody that has just taken time to give me kind words, because we've got a couple messages from like listeners and shit that it's put me in tears because it gives me faith, because the internet's such a shitty fucking goddamn place, and there's so many shitty goddamn people on the internet. It's nice to see that there's actually a few people out there that still legitimately give a shit. Even people I don't even know, and people didn't even know what the situation were. Just like the one letter I'm gonna read letters, people talking about what little we do has made an impact on them, and that moves me 100%.
Yeah, it's really easy to get on the internet and be an asshole to everybody, and
keyboard warrior,
Yeah, but just sending good thoughts like that does more than you think.
Most definitely.
I really appreciate it.
I do.
And my woes aren't. I mean, they're woes, but they're not in the same category as yours. I've been in school so much. Finals are coming up. I'm gonna make it a point to record. But I can't promise I'm going to have played any games to fucking talk about. These I think the 7th of December is my last day. Don't quote me on that. After that, I'm going to have like a little over a month where I can...
Well, there's a... Speaking of that, too, one thing I figured that's kind of my deal, too, because it's the holidays, too, and family shit is a big deal right now.
Yeah.
Especially because my grandma's, she's taking everything hard. And me and Emerald's actually trying to save up some money now and try to find a bigger house in town that maybe has like a finished basement or an apartment in the backyard or something where my grandma can move in with us.
Yeah.
So we're wanting to help her. And, holidays, I'm going to be doing a lot of family shit. So I ain't going to be able to just play shit ton of games. But I think there's enough nerdy things coming out that we could talk about. Because, December 18th, we get fucking Rogue One. And I know that's going to... Star Wars is always a hot topic on here. But, anywho, we'll find something to talk about.
On a lighter note, as long as I don't bomb my finals, I'll have a 4.0 this semester. I made a 29 on my ACT first try, so I'm done with that.
I did see that I seen Jamie post that on Facebook. I was going to tell you.
Oh, did she? I don't have Facebook anymore, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to tell you congratulations.
So thank you.
That's fucking excellent. I ain't going to, I'm not going to just sit here and, keep on and on. That was the situation. My grandfather was a cool dude. I love him. I wouldn't give as much of a shit about video games if not for him. So, I'm going to dedicate tonight's wonderful quality episode that we're known to dish out to him and hope that his spirit somewhere is not appalled by what we do here. But in all seriousness, though, I just want to say, everybody that sent me messages, vibes, prayers, even thoughts, all that, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I love you all. And, I am uber appreciative. And, I won't forget that. I promise, I just felt like everybody should know that was the deal, and that's why we've taken a break, mainly for my mental health. Like you said, you've had your school stuff going on, and it may not be like death in the family, but that is fucking heavy stress all on its own. So, life, had to take a break for life, but thanks for understanding and being with us and all that. So, booyah. Now, time to get to the meat of the bullshit. I guess we're going to kick it off like we always try to do with a little bit of news.
Despite us being gone forever, I don't have a whole lot of news that's really relevant to retro gaming.
I got a couple things. Most of the... Nah, me neither. I figured, we have 2 lost episodes right now. I have an episode I recorded with Mike McDaniel, and then we have a Halloween episode we actually recorded, and I didn't get around to editing.
One for May to release, because there's going to be a week in May. I don't know for 100%, but we're going to try to go to Disney World in between semesters, because I've been wanting to take my kids there for a long fucking time, despite how fucking expensive it is. But
maybe save one for May and one for June, because me and Emerald may be going to Universal Studios in June.
Nice.
With Emerald's mom. So, they will come out. I just, my grandfather passed away on Halloween, so I didn't get a chance to. And honestly, to be honest, I didn't want to fuck with anything. I was just So, those are there and they will come out eventually, but one thing we did talk about on those, I figured we could talk about tonight, since we haven't released the podcast, us talking about it, is, of course, Nintendo Switch. We could touch base on it a little. Because, if you're up to snuff on your gaming and shit, you probably, as much by now as we already do.
Yeah.
But I figure we can hit on that. The classic, of course. I got a couple things retro-related. Hell, tell us something.
The classic, the Nintendo Classic, or the Nintendo Mini, as many people call it, is a fucking shit show. Not the product itself, but all the goddamn scalpers on the internet.
I'm glad you kicked it off this, because I figured we'd spend a minute. Dude, it is fucking sickening.
It's something I thought about getting for my kids for Christmas, as, not for collector reasons, because I have multiple NESs.
It'd be nice for your kids so they don't fuck your collection up.
Right, and it's really easy. There's no cartridge swap or anything like that. But now, all these scalpers have bought every single one that they could, and they're selling them for like $300 plus. For that much money, I could very easily throw together 3 Raspberry Pis with all the fucking Nintendo games and more on them.
For $300, you could go out and buy an actual NES and all 30 of those fucking games.
Yeah, you could.
Guarantee you. What? It just drives me fucking insane. The NES Mini come out on November 11th. Come out the day before my birthday. My birthday was on Saturday. So that Friday night, Emerald and my cousin Alex were working hand in hand to try to get me one for my birthday. Emerald went to GameStop when they opened the next morning. Alex went to Walmart at midnight, the release night. The same fucking family in Coleman bought all the ones at Walmart and a good majority of the ones at the Coleman GameStop. Granted, that is lame, but it's also fucking Nintendo's fault. Nintendo knew better than to ship 4 to 5 of these fucking units out to one store.
And they're bad about this shit. If you look at the Amiibos, they do that shit on purpose.
Generate the hype, man.
Yeah.
But
and then, hell, semi-related is the Mario Edition 3DS that was on Amazon that got bought up. People bought several at a time so they could scalp them. It is $100, pretty good deal for a brand new 3DS. And good luck with that shit.
Yeah, I actually seen there's a guy on the Huntsville Craigslist around here that had one the other night, $200, and I'm like, that is fucking ignorant.
Yeah,
because $200 too, you could go buy a 3DS XL. Instead of your little Mario edition. I understand that's all cool and all, but the scalper thing, that's always been a thing in video games, of course.
Yeah.
But it is goddamn ridiculous with this.
I can almost give a pass to the people who do it on retro games because it's a collector's market. It's worth what you think it's worth. But retail market is totally fucking different.
Oh, yeah.
It's, it's got a price on it. But whatever.
Just the people, it's insane. You see these people posting them for 3, 4. I've even seen one online for like $1,000 the day they come out. Some guy on eBay had one for like $9.99. And I'm just like, has anybody actually fucking sold one of these things for like $300?
I fucking hope not. I mean, if you're looking at buying one for $300, get you a Retro Freak. Way fucking better.
Yeah, anything. $300, you could buy a Retro Freak and an NES. I mean,
yeah, I was thinking about getting one for my kids for Christmas, but now I'm probably going to build a couple of Raspberry Pis with RetroPie loaded on there with all the fucking games. Give one to my kids, give one to my sister's kids. So, that'll be like $180. 2 big presents out of the way.
If you're one of those people that's scalping that shit, shame on you.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Shame on you, yeah. Find that Slossberg.
You get an official, get old fuck yourself.
Yeah. We'll even send you a scratch and sniff sticker if you want one.
Yeah.
We'll just get Brandon to wipe his ass on a piece of paper and we'll mail it to you. That's what you deserve.
Yeah.
It's shitty, man.
I'm all for making a buck anywhere you can, but that's sorry.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, too, though, is these idiots that don't know jack shit about video games, and they're just like, oh, it's a new Nintendo. That thing's going to be worth money.
Well, yeah, they're the ones who read these like BuzzFeed articles about all those games in your closet are worth, hundreds of dollars, and they're trying to sell Super Mario World for $50.
Yeah. Shame on you motherfuckers. It's terrible. Which, I mean, I didn't doubt that it would happen, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I expected it. I didn't expect it quite to the degree. I thought maybe if you really wanted one and you were dedicated to get it on release, you could probably get one, but no.
They didn't do pre-orders, I don't think, for it either.
No.
Not to my knowledge, they didn't.
Whatever.
I'm just glad I already have all the shit, so I mean, that equals out, I suppose.
Well, the other topic, the Switch, I'm torn on. It looks like it could be good. It makes the Wii U look very archaic. It makes it look like the Virtual Boy of hybrid gaming. But, I don't know. I don't know if the gimmick's going to be strong enough. It's going to have some solid
That
titles.
launch library is going to be the
fact that they're not launching with Zelda is a huge hit.
That was a big, because that was, this whole time I've seen it, I'm just like, that's going to be the launch game I pick up. It kind of gripes me too. I understand not wanting to rush Breath of the Wild out to make a good one.
Sure.
I get that completely. But why show them playing Breath of the Wild on the fucking Switch launch video if you know it's something you're not going to have ready?
Right.
You're just, I mean, that's fine to generate hype for later on, but you're not doing a good job selling the console if you're like, oh, well, this is a later on thing. You need to be like, give them reasons to buy that motherfucker the day it comes out.
Yeah,
right?
It's really hard to recuperate from a shitty launch. They got to get the launch numbers up, or it's going to be another Wii U financially.
And I think if Nintendo bellies up on this one, this will probably, I mean, it may not, I think it'll be it on their home console market.
I don't know.
Potentially.
I
don't know.
I don't know their financials. I know that they fucking made bank on the Wii enough that they possibly have some reserves. I know the Wii U was a complete loss. They've made money on the Wii U, just not near as much as they wanted. So who knows what's going to happen after this? If it does the same as the Wii U, just kind of.
Please do not fucking bank on Skyrim. But,
yeah, I've been seeing a lot of shit. Oh my god, Skyrim on the Switch. Who gives a fuck?
Skyrim has been out for 5 fucking years.
You got 3,000 ways to play Skyrim. I guarantee you, anybody who wants to play Skyrim has played it. They have multiple ways to play it. They can play it on their 360. They can play it on their PS3. They can play it on their Xbox One. They can play it on their PS4, on their PC. Any goddamn way you can think of. I could probably hook up a monitor to a pair of shoes and play it.
Yeah, you probably could. Those new Pumas come preloaded with Skyrim Remastered.
Yeah.
Play that shit on run, dog.
And fucking Skyrim Remastered. Why are they remastering that shit? God damn it, that's a fucking cash grab. The game looked great to begin with. Why are you going to remaster it? They don't need it.
Bethesda, man, they're just kind of like, well, we're going to
We're gonna get you
HD grass grabs are all the rage, and I don't get it while people are fucking stupid.
Fallout 4 will have a remaster before you know it.
Before long, games are going to launch with an HD remastered version that you can pay an extra $50 for to get.
That's one thing that's really turned me off about the current gen of consoles. Like, a lot of that shit it's all like remasters and shit. And like the Skyrim, you know, you get all the DLC. I'm like, what if you've already bought that fucking game once? Why are you going to... What warrants you to spend $60 fucking to buy it again? You know, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope Nintendo has a good Mario launch title up their sleeve.
The preview of Mario looked promising.
I like
it. Looked very Mario 64-ish. They've needed to return to that for a long fucking time. I mean, I liked Mario Galaxy. I like Mario 3D World. But it ain't no Mario 64. Or even Mario Sunshine, for that matter.
They just... It strays too far from, like, the Mario formula.
And you know, because the big difference to me in those Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine versus Galaxy and 3D World, it really boils down to the fucking camera and the hub world. One thing that really set those games apart is Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine had kind of a living hub world.
Yeah.
In between levels, you had a world in between to explore and find new things and just play around with. Mario Galaxy had the shitty spaceship you could walk around on. You know, with 5 minutes, you're done with the place. And then 3D World, you just have an overhead map that's like Super Mario. It's not anything awful, but it doesn't
break any new ground.
It doesn't. Yeah, when you made progress in Sunshine or 64, it felt like you were doing something in the world. On those other games, it just felt like like old Mario, you reached another level.
That's kind of how I felt with that new video, because to me, and like you, I'm not trashing on them at all, but to me, Mario 64 is the fucking pinnacle of the 3D Marios. Period.
Right. Yeah.
It's the first one, and it's still the best one, because...
Yeah. It's still 10 out of 10. I mean, it's amazing.
You're really, as amazing as it is, it's really hard pressed for you to find a fucking decent 3D platformer that comes out now with all the advances and shit they've had that actually plays as good as Mario 64 does.
You know, a lot of it...
On 64. Because Mario 64 on Wii U is a fucking nightmare.
It is, because
the
of the
camera is so clunky.
The C buttons. I've encountered that on Ocarina of Time as well, trying to select your items with the C buttons.
I have a hard time with Twilight Princess on the Wii U pad with the camera.
Yeah.
Just, you got the little C button like on the GameCube controller.
That's one thing with the 64 games. It's really hard to emulate, because you need them C buttons.
I mean, you have a controller that has its own camera button set up on it. Like, it's pretty... It's just, using like a fucking analog stick, it doesn't work. It doesn't seem right. I hope they do, maybe it's like a direct sequel to Mario 64 or something. That'd be pretty legit. They were working on a Mario 64 too at one point.
Yeah.
And Mario 128 or whatever, and they canned it.
Yeah.
In favor of Sunshine.
I wasn't a huge fan of Sunshine, just because of the more kiddie nature of it. But it was a great game. I'll give it that.
Oh, yeah. I actually liked the little water spritzer thing.
Yeah.
It gave it... It made it feel a little... I mean, it felt like a Mario game still, I guess. Galaxy, to me, is kind of where it was like... I'm playing Mario, but it doesn't feel like I'm playing Mario, really.
Yeah, the whole planets with their own gravity thing got... I mean, it was a neat gimmick. But the whole game was based around that gimmick, and it kind of wore off really quick. Like, if that would have been a great bonus level on Star Road or something.
It just doesn't feel like it has the depth and vastness of, like, the other Mario games.
No, I played Mario 64 inside and out, to where I found glitches that you cannot find on the internet to this day. But Mario Galaxy, I played through it once with my stepson, and that was it.
And you figure being able to be on fucking planets, it would be... way bigger in scale,
Yeah.
But Mario...
Well, that's the thing. The worlds, the paintings, or the worlds, or whatever, Mario 64 are way fucking bigger than any of the levels in Mario Galaxy.
And how many other goddamn Mario games can you kill fucking penguins on?
Yeah.
That's, that worth its weight alone.
Yeah, I spent many hours
right there.
throwing them bastard penguins off
That
into
little
oblivion.
man, his mom's like, "What have you done with my child?" And be like, "You don't have a child anymore. Go out and whore around. You can get another one. Go get my old penguin dick. Sling that penguin schliz around." Penguin schliz. I like that.
That'll be the name of the episode.
Something that's kind of cool. I got the screenshot pulled up, but Rayman's creator, Michael Ansel, I think's how you pronounce it. He actually revealed some stuff from his personal collection at home and revealed the original SNES prototype of Rayman.
Huh. That's cool.
They were Rayman apparently was originally going to be an SNES game, and the animations and shit got to be a little too ambitious, and that's why they ended up swapping over to disc, like PlayStation format and shit. Huh. I thought that was kind of cool, though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought that was just like one of the little things you don't know.
For other news, I saw that Nidhogg 2 has been announced, coming out on PS4 and PC. It's got SNES type graphics. I'm not a big fan of the art style of it, though. It's really cartoony. It
don't really look like the retro theme.
Kind of, because like I said, it's SNES style graphics. It's 16-bit, but it looks like they went for more of a humorous art style. I would have rather have kept it, kind of just dark and brutal. Because the comedy of Nidhogg came from the gameplay itself. Just how fucking back and forth and crazy it was. Adding the cartoony shit on top of that, it's just a little slapstick for me.
Here is to hoping that they really fix their fucking multiplayer system on the second one. Because that is one thing that, I don't know, do you think maybe I just got Nidhogg way after it come out and just nobody was playing it? I've never once been able to get an online match in that fucking game.
I've played it and I didn't have great experiences with it because Nidhogg, when you get into the finer gameplay of it, you gotta have really low latency on it. I mean, really fucking low. Yeah. It's very twitchy. So, 50 milliseconds latency, which is really fucking great, is still too much in my opinion. It's a local multiplayer game. They shouldn't have even add it online. I don't know why they did that.
That was still one of my favorite parts of the first Game Fest, was like just seeing that tournament going on. And people like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you end up rooting for both sides of it because it's one side becomes the underdog. Yeah, it's back and forth.
Way better than the pugilism that we witnessed in Alabama today.
Yeah.
That's probably why I made a Facebook post earlier, and I was like, God damn it, of all the times for me to make a Facebook post about us coming back, it's fucking Iron Bowl day in Alabama, and I'm like, that is all anybody is going to see today.
Yeah, you should have did like hashtag Roll Tide or something, then everybody would have seen it.
That's not a bad idea. I might go back later tonight and add that on there. What? Hashtag Roll Tide. Hashtag Alabama slams your mama.
I gotta check out Black Friday death count again. See if anyone died.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard about one fatality.
Good.
Of a dude falling face first into a bindle or something, and I think getting crushed or something. I hope.
For the fuckery that goes on, not near enough people die during it.
Okay. I got a true tale from Alabama, so I'll save it from there. I'll save it for there. My Black Friday tale. Well, I'll.
We can just save the whole Black Friday rant for then if you want to.
Yeah, man, Black Friday. What a disgusting. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this, so you can be turned on to it as I am, because I'm sure when it comes out, it won't be around long. A guy named Ty Anderson has been working on a fully fledged ROM hack for Ocarina of Time, and has come up with Link's Awakening 64. It's a complete rebuild of the game all the way from the ground up. It's it adapts everything, all the environments, and makes it into a game. He hasn't made the patch available for download yet, but he keeps posting regular updates and gameplay videos, and he's nearing completion.
I'm sure Nintendo's copyright lawyers are just sitting around their office.
They're probably looking at the same link on the website I am, and they're just like...
They're just sitting there. They've got like their shirts open, rubbing their nipples,
Dude,
hitting refresh.
Yeah, you're going to have to... Have you seen the South Park yet?
What's that?
Oh, on South Park, they all go to get cable, and it's like talking about cable versus satellite, and Randy's like, well, my cable cut out for last night, and he's like, yeah, that's because you don't have the deluxe cable package.
Oh,
let me talk to you about it. And
shit.
then the other manager comes out, and he's got 2 buttons of pockets, so he just said buttons, he's like, yeah, you're going to have to get the deluxe standard package with HBO. You don't like that? Too bad we're the cable company.
And they wonder why everyone's cutting their services.
No shit. That's the truth.
Yeah.
There's actually a trailer for that Link's Awakening 64. I may throw up on the site later tonight, or throw up a link to it on YouTube. It's interesting. I think it'd be really cool. Link's Awakening is my favorite Zelda.
That really sounds awesome. This pisses me off how Nintendo's copyright shit is so fucked. You can't even like Twitch stream half their games without it getting shut down. It's fucking ridiculous. I wish Nintendo would realize it's 2016 and this shit could be beneficial.
Well, it's fan hacks. Like,
yeah.
People,
you're not going to go to Walmart and fucking buy this shit. They're not losing money
people
from
are
it.
making this
Are
game,
they going to lose Link's Awakening sales from this? I mean, what the fuck?
They're getting free fucking advertisement
Yes.
from their fans. They're making a fucking free game and putting out there, and they're generating fucking hype for Zelda for it.
Yeah, maybe you want these people to be hyped and buy Breath of the Wild. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. God damn it.
Have you ever thought that maybe people get tired of you tired of waiting on you to like put out a new Zelda game? Hence, they go and fucking create their own, like...
Yeah, take a page out of Valve's playbook and fucking hire these guys. Like, hey, you did that all on your own? How about we give you a whole team of people and you make an amazing fucking product that we can make money off of? How about that?
What would be amazing, which I know this will never in a million fucking years happen, but what would be nice is if Nintendo's seen this shit and was like, maybe we should remake Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
Maybe you fucking should. Criminally under goddamn rated.
But you know what would happen, though? They'd be like, oh, we're remaking Link's Awakening. Okay, let's re-release it on the DS and add 2 extra levels.
Wait a minute, Brandon. They did that.
Yeah.
Zelda DX.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. Yep, they did that. Never mind, I forgot. Don't call and correct me, god damn it.
Oh, fuck. As much as I love Nintendo, fuck you, Nintendo.
They seriously have some fuckery when it comes to their fans, man.
Yeah. It's a testament to their legacy and the quality products they have created that their fans will put up with this kind of horse fuckery.
Well, it's so funny that, like Nintendo's always been notorious about everything, especially like NES and SNES days. If you're not a fucking second-party developer, if you're a third-party developer, you're doing what the fuck they want. You're going to release what they fucking want, whether your game is worth the shit or not.
And if you're a game store and you're selling unlicensed games, you're fucked. You're not getting any product from Nintendo again.
That's not right, man. Like, they would even stiff arm people that sold fucking Sega shit and stuff early back in the day when that, because I remember reading about like some of these mom and pop stores that had worked out deals with Nintendo and shit. Getting letters actually from Nintendo back in the early 80s telling them, they're like, if you're going to be carrying Sega stock and all this shit too, then we'll cut our stock by so many percentage and shit like that. And I'm like, they were cutthroat business people. And, they're like, we like to maintain a quality about ourselves. I'm like, okay, that's fine and all. I'm like, why not maintain your quality to your fucking customers, though? They're giving you all this money. Not treat them like shit. Not made them have to stand in line and potentially fight people to get 4 fucking consoles that you sent to that store.
Yeah.
I understand supply and demand. I understand business and shit, but God damn it, there's. If you want to fucking make money, you can make money. There's other ways of doing it without being, sticking a knife in somebody and twisting.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And it just sucks because Nintendo. I mean, we are the fucking Nintendo generation. That like that 100%. Like that's our shit, and it's never gonna make me not love Nintendo. Even though I know it's shady, I love it. But I'm just like,
it just sucks to
they
see
could do things a lot better.
Yeah, it sucks to see a company you really want to see succeed really well, and they're just shitting the bed over and over.
All they got to do is listen to their fucking fan base. If they give their fan base, if you build it, they will come.
Hell,
it's the truth.
At least at the minimum, just don't fuck them over. Don't fuck your fans. Sony has suffered that for a lot in the past. And they've gotten better with it over the years because they realized how much contempt the internet had for them at certain points in time, and they've lined up with the Xbox One and the PS4. They saw the Xbox One going down the route of, hey, you got to be connected to the internet to play games, to verify your games and all this shit. And Sony's like, well, that ain't going to go over well, so let's go the other direction. And look where Sony is with the PS4 now. They're fucking outselling everybody.
Well, talking about Nintendo learning from mistakes, you figure they'd learn something from Sony. Yeah. Even back in the day when they were working with Sony to develop the Super Nintendo PlayStation and they went behind their back to fucking Philips.
Yeah.
That right there shows you, because you cannot tell me that some Nintendo employee somewhere along time hasn't looked at the sheer sales numbers of PlayStation and be like, that could have been ours!
Seppuku commenced.
Shit. Like, I wish Kojiro would tear the city down! But, wow, mildly racist. Nah, not really.
Speaking of the console sales, I'll be either Xbox One's doing way worse than I thought, or they're really pushing to get sales out the door. Because I don't know if you noticed the Black Friday sales that have been going on, Cyber Monday sales coming up. Man, they're practically giving them away at some places.
$225.
I've seen $150
on the S.
No, this is the Xbox One.
I figured they're peddling off the Xbox One stock because the S is out now.
The PS4 ain't doing shit like that. Like $250 is the cheapest you get them. So I'm probably going to buy one of those for Christmas, and that's the cheapest I've been able to find.
PS4?
Yeah. See,
Emerald asked me if I wanted a PS4 for Christmas. And I kind of do, and I kind of don't. The main reason, there's some exclusives on PS4 that I really want to play.
Yeah.
I don't know. I may end up getting a PS4. I don't know yet. I thought about trying to do the PS4 VR thing, but I seen their VR it makes you sick. From what I've been reading,
I'm not going to invest in any VR that's not Vive. Oh, something else I wanted to talk about. I need to pull it up so I can give everyone the right name. There's an amazing app or game on the Vive. Okay, I got it.
Good deal.
It's called New Retro Arcade Neon. You can make your own arcade inside VR and invite your friends to come over in VR and play all these games. You can load your own ROMs into it and all kinds of shit. It looks fucking gnarly.
What? That would be fucking sick. All I would do would be like, Brendan, I'll meet you in the arcade.
Yeah. It looks goddamn amazing.
Okay, for example, if we're in it.
And it's only $20.
If you're standing and playing Galaga, can I stand and watch you play Galaga?
I don't know that. I think so.
That would be just incredible.
Because it was talking about how you can have your friends over and compete for high scores and that type of thing. So I think it'll do it.
Oh, man, that'd be awesome.
It would be fucking amazing.
That would be cool as shit, man.
Yeah, and it comes with its own games already built in, and plus, like I said, you can load your own ROMs. I saw it had a House of the Dead knockoff called like Zombie Problems 2.
Zombie Problems? That's pretty original. Dude, that's cool as shit.
Yeah, it looks really promising. I've been really tempted to get the Vive ever since Game Fest. Man, that makes it look so much better.
I've thought about getting one, but like somebody told me, they're like, man, just wait a few more months because they're working on the 2 or whatever. But, I was like, well, the 2 comes out, you could probably get the first one for really cheap then.
Yeah.
Or not really cheap, but significantly cheaper. I think it's like $800 now for the whole setup.
Yeah.
The headset and the motion capture cameras.
Yeah,
and all
for
that.
everything you need besides the computer, it's $800.
I really want one, but I need to check in and see about if I need to upgrade my PC or not first.
Yeah, you do. I do too.
Well, I know if you do, I know I do. I want one, but
Need
that
room for it too.
Did you see the new adapter they have out for the Vive coming out next month? I seen it on somebody posted a link on Facebook and I checked it out. It's $200 for an adapter, but it eliminates it makes it wireless.
Oh, okay.
So you're not tethered to anything.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of money, but that would be really fucking handy.
Yeah, because I was considering how I was going to do it. I would have bungee cords basically on my ceiling holding the cord so I wouldn't trip over them. But yeah, $200 seems like that'd be worth it.
Yeah,
if it works right. And
it's like an official made thing for it. I just seen it. It was like $199. It makes it. I was like, that changes the game completely, making it fucking wireless like that.
Now you figure out a way to let me properly run down the corridor, and I'm on board completely.
Mm-hmm. That shit at Game Fest, I only played the that zombie game. That shit gets rather intense.
It was pretty sweet. Thank you again, TJ, for bringing that.
Indeed. And TJ, if you ever just want to bring it over to my house one weekend and let us all come over and drink beer and play it, that would be most appreciative. We would do it. We would make plans. If
you ever wanted to, knock on my door at midnight and leave it on my porch in a basket like an orphan child, I won't complain.
We won't say a word.
It's between you and me.
Fucking, my computer just popped up a big notification and it just said Rosie O'Donnell's trending. Not clicking.
Oh, nice.
Maybe she's dead.
I hope so. She was really Fidel Castro.
Well, if it was her, she didn't choke on Adele's dick meat corn dog.
Yeah.
She choked on one of them vulva meat pates or something.
Clarice's stuffed clams.
Slightly toasted for a more nutty taste. That's pretty rough. Well, I guess that's all for news, isn't it?
Yep, that's all for news. That's a beefy news segment.
Hell yeah, we're almost an hour in.
We're good. We're on a good episode. So
yeah, that's fine. I ain't worried about it. I'm excited to be recording again tonight. It feels good to be doing it again. Feels real good. Yeah. All that good jazzum.
What are we going to talk about first?
I don't know. Games I've been playing. I've been juggling a few. The main one, though, and I hate to bring it up because I've talked about it, I think, the last 2 episodes, maybe, briefly. I have logs. I'm 150 hours in Stardew Valley now.
Nice.
That game has kind of, in a weird way, become like a coping mechanism with me. My grandfather was a real big Harvest Moon player, and he was stupid fucking good. Like, me and Alex got there and got his old memory card and got to check in. Got all the money maxed out. Got every item, like, ranch master status. Really good at that kind of shit. And, if you're not familiar with the storyline of Stardew Valley, it involves, kind of like Harvest Moon, your grandfather passes on and leaves you a farm.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's kind of been the majority of all I've done. And, if you want me to talk about Stardew Valley, I can fill you in because I'm that deep in the game now. I could actually talk for a little bit about it, but it's good. It touched me in a weird way, in a
uncle way, or
no, in a good way.
Okay.
Not the. Come over here, young man. Let me diddle that pedal. Pedal your diddle, whatever. It wasn't like that. It was there's a little sequence where I was just randomly playing, and I think too much as is. That's one reason I play games, kind of keep my mind occupied. But
Yeah.
at the end of the second year, your grandfather's ghost on the game comes to you. And he's like, pretty much telling you, he's like, you know, even though I'm not here, my body is not here. He's like, I've been on this farm the whole time. And I don't know, it made me tear up playing it. Because, I mean, I don't really believe in that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. So, and as much as I don't believe in it, I wish it would happen to me, and I know it's not. So that was kind of a nice little
it's a
placeholder,
nice,
I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
It's
kind of poetic in a way.
Yeah.
Just, it's something that he loves, and the game kind of mirrors that to a certain extent.
But the character customization on that game's really hella good, too. I mean, it's simple, but it's easy enough where you can, if you want to make the character look like somebody, it's relatively easy. And I don't know, it may be really, really weird of me to do, but like my grandfather, when he would play Zelda and shit, he beat the first Zelda when we were like in first grade. And I remember when he beat that, but he would always name his save file Lyle, just after me. Mm-hmm. That way, if people come over, I could be like, well, look what I done! Take credit for shit I didn't do, But he would always do that. So, on harder...
As a parent, I'm going to tell you that's a good double way there, because, like, if I'm logging some hours in the game, I don't want my old lady to know I'm putting it into. Like, oh, it's the kids that put 70 hours in that game.
That's true. That's very true. See, he had it figured out early on, He's like, how am I going to get K off my ass on this? I can hear it now. But, I named my character on there Leon August, and I made it look like him. And I know, it just, in a weird way, it helps. Because, I mean, like me and Alex was talking too, I was like, if he was still here and if he were able to play video games like he used to, I really think he would have dug the fuck out of Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a great game. It's, like I said, I've talked about it a few times now, but it's real open-ended.
All unreleased, though, I believe.
Yeah. I think there's one episode where I talked about I just started playing it, because I think Michael made a reference that Cheyenne really liked it. But I didn't go in the depth over it. It's open-ended, and it's primarily farming simulation, but it's kind of like Minecraft in a way too, which I really dug. It's got a huge
you dug it.
Oh god damn it. But it's got like the crafting system, and you can forage. It has an adventure system, like you can upgrade new level swords and shit and go and kill monsters. I've pretty much about got everything unlocked. For example, the unlocking system on it. We'll just say it like this. In Stardew Valley, there's a community center that's run down. And this is also where some of the replay value comes into it. Now, they just released 1.1 as well. And 1.1 gives you the option, whereas the original doesn't. At the beginning of the game, you can pick the map that you want to start your farm on. There'll be one map that's all river, all water, and there'll be one that's no water, and or you can get the classic farm like I have now, or just different variations, and it makes your methods of what you got to do to make money and shit different. Mm-hmm. You can what I was getting at with the community center though, for example, there's areas that are locked, like there's a quarry in the mountains that the bridge is out, you can't get to. There's a bridge to the other side of the beach, the first part of the game, it'll tell you, like, hey, with 250 pieces of wood, we can fix this. There's a bus that doesn't work that gets you to the desert where another mine and like a casino is. There's a greenhouse that you can get built from, and the way you get these achievements is by unlocking these packages. Like it'll say, for example, if you want to get the bridge repaired, it'll be like you gotta deliver all these foraging bundles, and it'll be like spring foraging bundle, and it's everything that grows wild in the spring that you can go out and find and pick. And you bring one of them each and put in this box, and it'll unlock everything. Well, you do it like that, but if you don't want to take the time, and if you just want to be uber capitalist about it, there's a store in town called the JoJo Mart. You buy, like, the mayor kind of tells you he doesn't want anybody putting stock in the JoJo Mart because if they get one more stockholder, they can take over the community center. Well, you go in there and you pay the guy $5,000 and they redo the community center and turn it into a warehouse, and it bums the mayor out. But it makes all these objectives open up to just, you be able just to pay to get them done instead of having to collect shit and do all that.
Nice.
But you cut, I'm not sure, but I think you cut a major chunk of the story out by doing that, because there's these little creatures that live in the community center, and when you run them off, they're gone. And it hints that if you complete everything, they kind of tell you your story, or their story, and what they're doing there. But I just did the greedy thing, got the money, and got everything unlocked. And my method is, if you're going to grow shit in Stardew Valley, cranberries. Grow your ass a lot of cranberries. Milk your goats and chickens and shit. You can get married on it. Got this little blonde named Haley I'm trying to pick up right now. I've got her at 7 hearts out of 10.
Bitch, I'm gonna slay that pussy.
I give her a fucking coconut every day. She's like, God! Her exact things, you hand her the coconut, and she goes, oh my God, this is my favorite thing. I give her 2 coconuts a week. You're allowed to give each character 2 gifts a week, and it raises their heart by 1 every week. If you happen to give them something on their birthday, though, it increases their hearts by 3.
Nice.
You can marry guys, too, so I'm thinking about getting with her, knocking her up, ditching her, and marrying me a boy. Probably wouldn't do that with my grandpa's character. Might start another character. Might start a Cuckold Grimwallace character for that. He's just a man of loose morale, which is the exact opposite of my grandfather.
Well, you know, you could be like a Greek philosopher where you're weird if you don't have like a boy toy on the side.
That's true. That's true. Just like some little nice young man, just pat on the head when I want him to sit down.
Yeah.
Now fend off my trouser snake.
He's always just staring into the distance. No soul left.
I did discover a funny thing that happened to me for the first time on Stardew Valley last night. I went to bed on the game, and a fucking witch, it goes to this little cutscene, this witch flies over my chicken coop and is like, "Bah!" and flies off, and I go out there the next morning, and there's a black fucking chicken egg that's like way bigger than the others. I picked it up, and it's called a void egg. So I don't know what the fuck a void egg is, but I'm going to put it in my incubator and see what happens. Maybe I'll hatch like a fucking goat chicken or some shit, something satanic. Be cool with that.
Great Lord Xenu pops out.
Fucking, there's you can fish on the game too. That's like a big thing. You don't even have to farm. You can just fish all day if you want to. But at the beginning of the game, you hear this shit in the sewer making this god awful noise. And later on, you can donate things to a museum, and you donate so many things. The curator comes one day and he brings you a key to this old rusty key, and it fits the sewer gate. Go up in the sewer and you can catch like mutant carps and shit.
Huh.
And there's like legendary fish you can catch. I found out, like, I've caught 1 out of like 6, I think, so far. You can pan for gold. I'm in the process of upgrading my tools too. Like, gold is the top out upgrade and everything. I've got everything to steel so far. It's copper, steel, and then gold. And it's got a bunch of the shit that's got on is just things that Harvest Moon was lacking. That's really cool. Like, you can build a lightning rod and put outside, and during storms, it harnesses the lightning energy and makes battery packs for you.
That's cool.
You can take those battery packs, make like lamps and little simple machines and shit like that to help you. Sprinklers, like I made a sprinkler that sprinkles on 24 adjacent tiles. So, I mean, you can put like 3 of them bitches in there and water a whole goddamn garden without doing anything.
Can you power your TV where you can just sit there and watch Trailer Park Boys all day? Because that's all I do.
No, I wish you could. You have a choice of 3 shows on your or 4 actually. On even days, you can watch The Weather Report, The Fortune Teller, or Living Off the Land. And if you watch Living Off the Land, it gives you like tips, and every once in a while it'll give you like a crafting recipe. And then on, did I say even or odd days?
Even, I think.
Even. Okay, on odd days, it plays another, instead of Living Off the Land, it's The Weather Report, Fortune Teller, and Queen of the Sauce, a cooking show. Which sounds like an old drunk bitch in a trailer. Well, that's Queen of the Sauce. She lives in there with 36 cats. She's always drinking Budweiser. She smells like canola oil. Dirty Sally. You could, on the Queen of Sauce show, though, you learn cooking recipes. You can build a kitchen on there and like craft all kinds of food, like plates and dishes and shit like that.
Can you post what you're eating to Facebook for no one to give a shit about?
You cannot. I am very disappointed that Stardew Valley does not yet have Facebook. Maybe on that 1.2 they'll incorporate Farm Book. I hope.
I would have to like take a screenshot of me posting on Facebook on Stardew Valley and post that to Facebook. Look, everybody, I'm using Facebook.
You should.
Yeah.
You should do that.
Except I don't have Facebook anymore.
It's
Facebook.
okay.
I don't miss it at all. I'm done. I don't know if I'll ever come back to it.
I've made 2 posts.
I'm free.
I made the posts letting everybody know, like letting family know about my grandpa, and that's it. I don't really care. Like, everybody has, not everybody, but a large majority of everybody on there just has something really fucking stupid to say, and I don't feel like chiming my 2 cents in on anything, and I don't really feel like anybody giving me their 2 cents either, so I'm just what the fuck ever.
Yeah, I'm free of it. The novelty's worn off of it, so.
That's good. Break these chains that bind you.
Look at the stir fry I made, everybody.
Oh my god, you're able to cook in a 3rd grade level! Congratulations, change your kid's dirty diaper. He looks like he's been sucking on the moss of a tree for 3 days. He looks like Beetlejuice. He's dirty. But, I don't know. Been playing that. Played some Skyrim. Little that Skyrim.
The only, to me, I mean, Skyrim's not a horrible game, but if I were to go back and play it again, I would only play it with the Macho Man Randy Savage mod. Returns all the dragons into Macho Man Randy Savage. They're flying around and going, "Oh yeah!"
See that?
It's fucking amazing.
That sounds great. That actually kind of sounds terrifying.
It is kind of terrifying.
I'm trying to fathom that. Like, you just walk outside one day and
I remember out there, like,
oh yeah!
I think they were dragons with Macho Man's face.
Ugh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I'd give you a literal flying elbow.
It's just like, instead of shooting fire, it's just like, the only reason he's like shooting fire is because he eats so many Slim Jims. He's got like toxic heartburn. Snap into a Slim Jim.
What madness! God, I miss Macho Man.
It said Dragonborn. He's Macho born. You absorbed his power, or whatever it is you do.
You have to make Hulk Hogan so you like combine powers of the dragons for the superpowers. Some golden age wrestling.
Let me tell you, brother. I started Link Between Worlds game again. I'm gonna try to beat it on hero mode.
Groovy.
We'll see how far I get in that. It's extremely hard. Every enemy, like, once you get past 4 stars, every hit 3 hearts.
Oh shit!
Right off the bat. So it's gonna be a challenge, to say the least. I mean, that's about all I've been really playing, I guess.
The last couple days I've had some time to play a game because I've been writing pretty heavily on a philosophy paper, and I can only write for like a half hour at a time before I'm just fucking done and I got to do something else. So I've been bouncing between that and playing a game. And the game I've been playing...
Oh.
The 6th best-selling game on the N64 is Diddy Kong Racing.
Very nice. This is like Mario Kart in the ways of you'll lose friends over this game if you're not careful.
Well, you know, to me, one of the charms of this game is it's not nearly as infuriating to me as Mario Kart is.
It's a little more just straight racing instead of like saving that goddamn power up, you know, right before you get to the finish line and fucking somebody.
Yeah, so it was made in 1997 by Rare, one of the best games Rare made on the N64 in my opinion. And they made a lot of great games on the N64. It's a kart racer, but it's got 3 vehicles: classic kart, you got a hovercraft, and you got a plane. The kart's all rounder, but it sucks off road because it's a fucking kart. The hovercraft, it doesn't have good acceleration and it's very floaty. I mean, if you're going
very loose.
Yeah, if you're going straight and you try to cut left, you're going to keep going straight while facing left. But it's all terrain though, so water, snow, ice, it don't matter. You just fucking plow over it. Then the airplane, it has the best acceleration and handling, but it has the slowest top speed. And obviously, it's an airplane, so it can go fucking anywhere. It's also got 8 characters, 6 of which are unlocked at the beginning. No, it's 8 at the beginning, 10 total, I think. Yeah, so you got Diddy Kong, Conquer the Squirrel, Banjo the Bear, Crunch the Kremling from Donkey Kong, Tip Tup the Turtle, which is pretty much the best character who's not a special character, Pipsy the Mouse, Bumper the Badger, and then there's 2 unlockable characters, which is TT or TikTok the Watch, who is the best character in the game, and then Drumstick the Chicken, who is he's not really broken, he's got his strengths and weaknesses.
I'm pretty sure this game is what caused Conquer to leave and start a life of hard drinking. And
the game is really, really difficult, but it's difficult in a fair way compared to Mario Kart. To me, Mario Kart is better for like a party game. Yes, luck is all about Mario Kart.
Diddy Kong Racing is a little more skill.
It is. Diddy Kong Racing has 5 types of power-ups you can get. 5 balloons. You run over the balloons. It's like the little cubes in Mario Kart. But you know what you're going to get every time based on the color of the balloon. Red balloons give you missiles. Blue balloons give you a boost. Yellow balloons give you a shield. Green ones give you traps, and rainbow ones give you a magnet that pulls you to someone in front of you. And you can collect that same color balloon up to 3 times to power up that power.
Yeah.
So, like if you get the 1 missile, it's just the one off, you get aim it and shoot it. You get 2 missiles, and you get a homing missile. You get 3 missiles, and you get 10 of the one-offs. So, sometimes you got to pick and choose, too. Hey, do I want to get the 3rd one to have 10 manually aimed missiles, or keep my homing missile? But because you get what you get and nothing else, and there's no fucking blue shell. I'll just put it goddamn blue shell. The blue shell is the worst fucking thing Nintendo ever did in the history of mankind. In fact, I think it's the worst thing ever done in the history of mankind.
It's up there. It and the like the white raccoon suit on the new Mario games.
I don't even give a shit about that.
That kind of just fills in the same category, I guess. Like, you can still suck, but you can still win.
Yeah, but so the thing is, the white raccoon suit is not used against me. It doesn't fuck me over for winning.
That's true.
The blue shell will fuck you over nowhere, and there's nothing you can do about it. So fuck the blue shell. Fuck whoever made the blue shell. Whoever even fucking conceived of the blue shell. Whoever uses the blue shell. Fuck it. I'd rather have 3 goddamn holocausts than that blue shell exist.
My God.
It is the worst thing on the face of the planet.
Would you rather have a pillow controller?
Yes. I would.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
There's almost nothing I wouldn't do to not have the blue shell exist. Diddy Kong doesn't have that. Diddy Kong's if you had to compare Diddy Kong Racing and Mario Kart, the strengths and weaknesses, the main thing that Mario Kart has better than Diddy Kong is it has more memorable tracks, and it has a lot longer tracks. So, there's a little more there to learn, I guess you'd say. So I can tell you, I love like Wario Stadium, Mario Circuits Classic, Rainbow Road. There's all kinds of great tracks that I can tell you by name on Mario Kart. I couldn't tell you this first fucking track name on Diddy Kong Racing, and I just beat the motherfucker like 30 minutes ago, or longer than that. But before I came over here, I beat the motherfucker. I couldn't tell you one track name. It doesn't mean the tracks are bad. They're not memorable, and that might be because Mario Kart has the famous IP attached to it. Mario's got Mario, Yoshi, all that good shit. So, and that's another thing is Mario Kart's got the memorable characters. Mario Kart also has, I would say, on 64 anyways, none of the others. Mario Kart 64 has the best battle mode. Battle mode in Mario Kart 64 is amazing. Diddy Kong Racing has 3 battle mode type things, and they're not bad at all. 2 of them are just deathmatch style, kind of like Mario Kart 64. There's one where you got to steal eggs out of a dragon nest and take them to your nest and hatch them, and people can steal the eggs off your nest while they're trying to hatch. So there's some back and forth on that. Then there's another mode where you just got to get bananas and take them to your own chest and throw them in there, and it works almost kind of like it's similar to Capture the Flag, but not quite. But the racing is very skill based, and it starts off fairly easy, at least for me, because I played this game so fucking much as a kid. It was weird going through it again because I knew where boosts were going to be before I even saw them. Because it's just ingrained in my unconscious memory. I couldn't tell you where this shit is consciously, but playing the game, I know where the shit is. That fucking
muscle memory comes into play.
There's a sharp corner coming up. I know I need to hit it really fucking sharp because there's a boost right around the corner of it. That kind of thing. Same thing when you...
Just keep this in mind, folks. Brandon's going to have an edge on that ass. He gets to playing you.
It's got 5 worlds. That's another thing Diddy Kong Racing has. Is it has a hub world. You start off in a world, and it has a shitty storyline. How Diddy Kong came to Timber the Tiger's Island, and they were gonna have like a racing party, and this space pig came down and was like, fuck you guys, and now you got to race.
Goddamn space pigs!
Yeah,
always a space pig.
Now you got to race to beat them, and the hub world has a few balloons. Golden balloons are basically like stars in Mario 64. They you collect them and you can go further. Reach
Unlock
different levels. The hub world has a few different balloons laying around. It has this fucking elephant douchebag, Taj the elephant, I think. He'll let you change your vehicle types in the hub world so you can drive around as the plane, the hovercraft, or the cart. He'll also race you 3 times for a balloon. But the hub world gets you to the 5 different worlds. So the 5 different worlds, I think I wrote them down. There's Dino Domain, which is the first one, which is a prehistoric themed world, and they all have 4 courses on them. Then there is Sherbet Island, which is very tropical based. There's a lot of hovercraft based levels. Fuck that place because I fucking hate hovercrafts. I mean, I don't hate them, but
I thought you were gonna say you hate sherbet, and I'm like, blasphemy.
If I had to pick the 3 vehicles in Diddy Kong Racing, it's not gonna be hovercraft.
I usually go with the airplane myself.
Airplane's pretty nice. Snowflake Mountain, which is like a Christmas themed place, and it's got some good tracks on it. There's Dragon Force, which has some really great tracks on it. Really difficult. This is where the difficulty of the game really ramps up. And then after you beat all those 4 worlds, if you beat the trophy races in them, you unlock the secret 5th world, which is where you can really beat the game, called Future Funland, which happens to be where Wizpig actually lives or whatever. Bad guys always live in Funlands or something.
Yeah, if you have such your own Funland, why in the fuck are you coming down here and fucking everybody else's shit up? What a dick!
Because he's a giant fucking shitty pig.
Space pig. Probably.
And Future Funland is obviously, futuristic, like space themed stuff, and it has some really great courses in that one. Let me say, another great thing about the game is it has boss levels, something Mario Kart just completely lacks at all. And honestly, before this game, I never would have thought of how to do boss levels in the racing game, so I don't know of any other racing game that did it before its time, or even after. I can't think of one after that did it.
No, not to my knowledge. I can't think of anything.
The boss levels are extremely difficult. Usually, you have to race all the bosses twice. The first one's usually difficult, but not too bad. And the second time you got to face them, you got to be fucking perfect usually. In the Dino Domain, you got to face a Triceratops. And in Snowflake Mountain, you got to race a walrus. And Sherbet Island, you have to race a squid, and fuck that squid. Fuck that squid.
Fuck
in
that
the face.
squid.
Yeah, fuck that squid in the face with all of his own tentacles. Fuck him. That
You just like want to catch him and like take him to an Asian person and it's like, eat this little motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just watch him eat him alive.
And the bosses are all like massive too. So like if you get in front of them, they run you down, you get fucked. And on your second races, if you get fucked one time, you pretty much got to restart the race. There's no point in continuing on. It's very difficult. And I would say the squid, I've always had more trouble beating him than Wizpig, the main baddie guy of the game. But beyond the squid, there's the dragon, which you race him in an airplane and he breathes fire everywhere. And once you got ahead of him, you pretty much won because you don't have to deal with the fire. And then there's Wizpig. Wizpig runs and flies in the first time you fight him. On the second time, he has his rocket that he flies in. The second one's a lot harder than the first one, but still, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Overall, I think Diddy Kong Racing blows Mario Kart out of the water. It has way more shit to it. Mario Kart's got the better IP. It's got a better battle mode. Diddy Kong Racing's got everything else. The music in Diddy Kong Racing is great. It's Rare was on point with most of their music. And one of the great things I loved about it is when you're driving on the hub world and you're going through the different themed areas, as you approach one of the worlds, the landscape around it kind of reflects that world, and as you approach it, the theme music starts incorporating elements from it. It doesn't just change the whole new song.
Like if the drum beat for the jungle area is a certain way, and you're driving from here, it'll start playing like a little bit of the drum beat, and then kick in.
Yeah, like you start off in the normal area, and you fly off to the Snowflake Mountain area. You start hearing like sleigh bells and things like that, incorporated music, and then you can fly off and go towards Sherbet Island, and it starts to have more tropical theme bullshit. I don't know the names of those instruments, but
pan drums,
yeah,
Caribbean flutes.
Yeah, that's what it does, and it's really cool the way it does all that seamlessly, especially for its time. Like, what the fuck did that back then? Diddy Kong Racing's graphics looked really good back then. They're on the cartoony side, but at the same time, they gave it longevity because
it's real bright and colorful, and it still to this day isn't that bad to look at. Like like you said, it holds its cartoony value.
That's the thing. You look at Turok and you look at Diddy Kong Racing. Even though at the time I might have told you the Turok was better, now that we have the foresight of the ability to look back from the
People
future,
can use polygons now.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, Diddy Kong Racing looks like a game. Turok looks like a pile of shit. So
that's true. The only thing I think out of Turok I even still like is like if you shoot somebody in the neck, you can see the little arterial spray of pixels like spray out their neck for a second.
So I really recommend Diddy Kong Racing. It's not as expensive as Mario Kart 64. I know I overpay a little bit for my copy at Game Fest because I wanted to support one of our vendors, but I still got it for like $17. So I mean that's still cheaper than a cheap copy of Mario Kart 64.
Even $20-$30 is still not a bad price to pay for a good game. So I mean,
all right, I've been playing it with my daughter. She likes the game, even though she gets frustrated with it.
4-player support, man.
It's a great game. You can't go wrong with it.
That was one of the beautiful things about N64 is it had the multiplayer scene on lock on it for the most point.
Yeah.
Well, that's badass.
Yeah, my wife was like, "Oh, yeah, I like that game. We need to play." And I whooped her ass at it. I felt bad.
I never want to look at that goddamn game or your fucking
I was like,
face
"Don't feel bad." I probably spent hundreds of hours in this game as a kid. I could have been doing something else.
Yeah, time well spent.
Yep.
Well, that's Diddy Kong Racing.
Indeed, it is.
So I guess that's it for our topic. I guess.
Yeah.
Just our games we've played, pretty much.
You want to do a true tale now?
I do.
Oh, I need to turn my volume up.
God damn, that's so despairing.
True tales from Alabama.
The bad thing is the tale that we're bringing you tonight happens everywhere. And
Yeah.
There's a good chance you've seen it. We're going to talk about Black Friday and some of our Alabama Black Friday experiences. The main one I have, do you want me to tell that, or do you want to just get our general Black Friday bitches and woes out of the way first?
Yeah, mine's pretty generic. I'm sure everyone's heard it before, at least thought it. We spend Thanksgiving giving thanks for having more than we need.
The day after.
The day after, we turn into a bunch of avarice-fueled fucktards who want to beat the shit out of each other for shit we don't need.
Yep. Prime example, in the Coleman Walmart this past week, they had like some sort of sound bars on sale for like $30 a piece. A guy I work with actually went like an hour and a half early to try to get one, and said he got there, or maybe it was 2.5 hours. It was ridiculously early. I don't do the Black Friday shit. I stayed at home all fucking day Friday.
I locked down.
I didn't go to town for nothing, not even to get food or anything. I'm just like, fuck that place. Didn't want to do it. And he went down there extremely early, and he said he got down there, and there were 6 women that had their buggies parked around the pallet with them on it, so nobody could get to it, and there was only like 18 on it. And he said he walked up, and these ladies were standing there, and she's like, you might as well walk the fuck on. These are all spoke for. And I'm just like, he told me that, and I was like, I would have had to have said something and be like, you rude cunt, I'm going to fucking dive over your goddamn buggy now just to get one of those, and I'm probably going to hit you in the fucking face.
Oh, yeah. Like, for me, I'm a very fucking spiteful person. I would have been in there for a loaf of bread, but like, you know what? I came in here for some fucking bread, but fuck you, bitch.
It's on, bitch.
Yeah, I'm getting in here. I'm going to cut in your buggy right fucking now. I'll climb into your goddamn buggy right now. Stop me.
Well, I seen where somewhere up north they had these, like, little bitty LCD TVs, like maybe 20-something inches. Well, they had them for like $30 a piece. And these people were in there like trying to fight over them and shit. And this guy ends up getting in there and bought like 8 of them out of the 10 they had and took them out on the parking lot on video with a hammer and busting them out.
Yes,
the parking lot.
I love this guy.
Just doing this shit, being like, and people are like yelling and screaming at him. And he's like, it's my money. What the fuck does it matter to you? And I'm just kind of like, fuck yeah, dude. Like,
I think we need to see a lot of people who agree with this, and most people I think do agree with this. That's fucking ridiculous. Most people think that people should just settle down and stop that shit. I go a different direction with it. I think it needs to be ramped the fuck up. This needs to be a goddamn Thunderdome in here.
It needs to be like the Purge.
Yeah,
all crime and activity, including murder, is legal for the next 32 minutes. Dude, it's.
Like, and it needs to be televised. I want to see 5 bitches going at each other with fucking spears and chainsaws and scythes, and the winner gets 32% off, 12-pack of sodas or whatever the fuck they want.
They have a video game version of Black Friday. It's called Smash TV.
Yeah, that is pretty much it.
Literally, cash and prizes.
Get a VCR.
People just. Well, my true tale from Alabama, I mean, it's pretty short and simple, but I mean, it's 100% true. Me and my little brother went with my mom and my mom's friend Jackie when I was probably 10, I guess, and Zach was probably 6 or 7. I was 10 or 11. We went to the old Coleman Walmart, the one that was over by Buffalo Wild Wings, where that's at now. We went there and to a Black Friday, and they had like, I guess it was 50 packs of like toilet paper. Charmin, I literally watched 2 old ladies, me and my little brother, having a fucking bonding moment. Watched 2 old ladies beat the dog shit out of each other over goddamn toilet paper.
What are they doing, Lyle? It's a Thanksgiving miracle.
Well, I remember asking my mom and just being like, why are they doing that? And she's like, because they're stupid. And I'm like, ever since then, I'm like, is this what being an adult is? I go out at midnight and beat up elderly ladies for rolls of toilet paper. I was kind of excited then, like.
You don't fuck with the old ladies and their toilet paper. My grandma used to drive all the way out, like an hour and a half to get, save 20 cents a pack on toilet paper. I'm like, you'd realize how much you just drove to do this, right?
It's bad, man. Like that guy I work with, shit, that guy I work with saying that, and that woman saying that to him, I would probably have to be like, bitch, why don't you go home and suck the ass out of a shotgun? Like, you're about worth that fucking much. Like, bitch, dickhead, if it was a dude, it don't matter. Like, Black Friday brings out the absolute worst.
And if you really look at most of the deals, most of the deals are shit. The majority of them are not that good. And, I guarantee what they were going after, they might have been saving like 10% on. Usually what happens with the Black Friday shit is they'll have a couple really good deals in very limited quantities. And then the rest of it's just shit. It's shit they couldn't sell the rest of the year, so they mark it down a little bit, and you think you're getting a great deal on it because it's Black Friday.
They hide it with everything else on sale, so you don't really take into account, or dumbass people don't really take into account that shit. It's the same thing like grocery stores having a big sale and being like, "Oh, we've got tilapia 5-pound bags for $10, but you got to buy a 10-pound bag," shit like that. Like, and then you look and it's, well, I don't know how to explain what I was just trying to say. Like,
you got to buy in bulk to get.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit, if someone was an asshole to me, I'd be like, I'd pull up my phone, like, oh, here it is on Amazon. It's only, like 5% more on Amazon. I just bought 2 of them. I didn't even want it. Now, instead of waiting here all night like a jackass like you, I'm going to go home, eat pizza, and beat my meat.
That's what I don't understand, man. You can get online and get all the shit on Black Friday. You can order it online.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
And a lot of the
heaven fucking forbid you have any goddamn patience and wait till Cyber Monday or,
And here's another thing. A lot of that shit, they make special versions of the electronics or whatever, and there's shittier versions with shittier hardware just for that sale. So you're not even necessarily...
Well, you can pump out a shit ton of them.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the TVs you get on Black Friday have a horrible delay in it because they have shitty processors in them. It's just really prevalent in it. You got to really pay attention. There's not many of that great deals out there because stores. You always hear this myth that stores don't make a profit till Black Friday. 1, that's horseshit, and 2, why would they just be giving away this shit if they're not making money on it?
Yeah, no kidding.
They'll take a loss on like 2 or 3 items, and the rest of it they're still making a fuck ton of money on.
It's just and people. Black Friday has become such a big deal. Like, Black Friday and Christmas completely rules out Thanksgiving now. You don't even hear about people really talk about Thanksgiving it's just another day to eat, blah, blah, blah. The day after Halloween, people were putting goddamn Christmas trees up. Yeah. And the day after Halloween, people were not thinking about Thanksgiving. They're thinking about, well, I wonder what's going to be on Black Friday this year. It's people. If people would stop going out and buying all the bullshit and providing all the calamity on Black Friday, they wouldn't have a choice but to tone that shit down.
Yeah. It's insane. I don't understand it.
That just goes on. I don't understand people.
I love things. I love material things. That's why I work. Because I like material things. But I don't like them enough to be involved in that. They couldn't give me...
fucking physically altercate somebody else, I'm out. It's...
They could be like, hey, we will give you a TV just to show up. I'll be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, because you're going to have every asshole in the county there now. Yeah, like, where's my free goddamn TV?
Yeah. I've already got a TV. I'm good. See you later. I'm going to enjoy my evening. I'm going to spend some time with my family instead of going to Black Friday on 6 o'clock on a Thursday. Why the fuck is it on Thursday now? It's Black fucking Friday.
Walmart did theirs on at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday. On Thanksgiving now. They don't think about that shit. What about all the people at work there? You made them come in away from their family to sell your shit.
To try to keep these stupid bitches and assholes from killing each other.
Let them kill each other.
I'm
with you.
Thunderdome it.
But you get a shard of glass and you get a little bitty pocket knife. Last one standing gets all these crashing prizes.
You bet you got them 3 kids there with you, so this lady gets a shotgun to even the odds. God
damn it. South Park is the perfect Black Friday. They're perfect on a lot of things, I think, but I know I said you want to, if anybody gets in the way of me and my kids' Christmas, they're going to kiss my fat vagina. Yeah. So I'm bringing the motherfucking pain. Yeah. There's that one, but there's another one that's like, We had Black Friday shopping in honor of our daughter. She was trampled to death last year, so now we're going to get 2 TVs in her honor. That's literally the fucking mentality people have. Yeah. And it's disturbing. It is fucking bothering. Like, it makes me not have any more faith in humanity than what I've ever had, which is very minuscule, you know.
You know, while we're just getting shit off our chest, like we mentioned before,
it's turned into a mild rage, right?
Yeah. The political views of the good old gamers is fuck you and your political views.
Yep.
So I'm not getting into that, but at college, after the election, my professors had to tell me that they will not be canceling or delaying finals due to the trauma of Trump winning the presidency. And my thought is...
And we're completely serious.
Yes. Because they've had a lot of people saying that they were too traumatized and could not study. My thoughts are, if I was a professor, I would give you F just for fucking seriously saying that. Because you failed at being a human fucking being. What the fuck is so wrong in your life that the president is going to have this much of an impact on you? The goddamn man who delivers my pizza impacts my life more than the presidency. If Trump was elected to be my pizza delivery man, I might be upset, but he's not. He's not going to do shit for me. I'm going to do shit for me. So, who gives a fuck?
You know, like I said on politics, the shit that people really need to be worried about too gets more down to a personal and local level.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of people that went and voted for the president, but didn't take the time to vote for any of their local shit. And I'm like, that's what you need to be fucking... I mean, you need to worry about it all to a general degree, but I'm like, that's what you really need to fucking worry about, because that, like you said, that's what's going to come back and affect you.
I will say, though, this election and last election, local politicians, it was all unopposed Republicans. So, I mean...
That's the beauty of living in Alabama.
But there was a shitload of amendments that came up to vote on.
What got me about the whole thing is like the people protesting and shit and doing like the whole "not my president" and all this and blah blah. And like you said, like the statistic, like 70% of them 70% didn't fucking vote.
The protesters, of the Trump protesters, didn't vote. I'm like, well, you're practically protesting yourself then.
So I know a girl on the social media page that she's always got something snarky. She's like the little fucking cool for school indie bitch chick, I guess, you know, or whatever, and she gets on there and just posts some, I mean, you know, it starts out humorous, I guess, like, just post some humorous shit, and then just keeps on, and keeps on, and keeps on, and just talking about how shitty America is about to be, and shame on these people for not voting, and shame on that, and somebody asks her, who'd she vote for, and she goes, well, I'm a felon, I can't vote. I'm like, then shut the fuck up. Like, simple as that. You're a fucking felon. If you don't have the right to vote, you shouldn't have the right to just fucking... I believe in free speech, but you shouldn't be able to just sit there and slander somebody for something that you didn't even participate in. Shut the fuck up. Like,
it's so fucked. Like I said,
it's not... I mean, I went out and voted, and if you can't vote, that's fine and all, but don't sit there and talk shit about everybody else's choice. And I've even seen
these, you know, of course, it's an online petition. Online petitions change so fucking much. But we're going to repeal the Electoral College with a fucking petition. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's still not going to get Trump out of office.
There's those idiots out there that still literally believe that Hillary could take fucking office.
Yeah.
There's people that think Bernie Sanders
I'm not a big fan of
the
Electoral College. You want to get rid of it? Fine. I might even vote for it. But you better contact your senator, because an online petition ain't going to do fucking shit.
No.
And you know what? Trump's going to be president. Fucking deal with it.
Fucking Jill Stein announced day is filing for a recount in Wisconsin. And I'm like, give it up. Like, give it the fuck up. This is not the first president who won without the popular vote. It is not the first president who won by a close margin. Well, you know, honestly...
You know, I've put up with presidents I didn't like, and I did not give a fuck.
You're not dead.
No.
You're not fucking doing without.
You know who made the most impact in my life since these people were president? I did. It was me. Your own actions make your life, not the fucking president. Yes, it's important, but not that... doesn't have that much impact on your fucking life.
Well, the president, too, you know, it's mainly a figurehead position.
Yeah, it's a scapegoat position.
You know, people don't realize about Congress and the Senate and all that bullshit.
Yeah, the president.
There's 3 different fucking branches of government. A lot of people don't even know that. They don't know that there's a legislative, a judicial, and a fucking... I'm going to sound like a retard now as I can't even... Executive. Thank you. But, you know, a lot of people don't even know there's 3 branches of goddamn government anymore.
Yeah. And the president's biggest powers are the veto, the ability to appoint Supreme Court justices.
And pardon people if they want to.
That's not really a big power, though. I mean, that is a power. In military, I mean, it can control military to a certain extent without Congress's need to rubber stamp it. So, you know, that's it.
And just, you know, a lot of these people, they're all talking about standing up to Donald Trump and all this. I'm just like, you know, a lot of politics is money and cash flow.
Yeah.
There ain't one single fucking person that's got a problem with him that's got enough money to stand up against his ass. So you just gonna have to learn to deal with it.
Yeah. And the main thing is, maybe if you cared this much, you should have voted. Gathered up your family and took them to vote.
One of the things that's made me real fucking just pissy about the whole thing too, and I mean they're starting to catch on to it, is like just the amount. I mean, you don't see that, you're not on Facebook anymore, but I know you can imagine just the fucking sheer amount of like bogus and fake ass news and all this shit that's coming out.
That's been
and
on
I'm
there.
just, oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
Just, they finally turned an eye to, because they think somehow
it
Trump
swayed the election.
Yeah, they think somehow Trump tricked everybody into being elected. And, you know, I was going to go on a rant about something that slipped my mind. What was I going to say? God damn it. And it was good. I was about to get fucking pissed. And that's the worst fucking feeling.
Trump, president, not voting. Honest, your anger, young Padawan. He even had the power to save the ones he loved. Dude, you could actually take everything that fucking Palpatine says about the other Siths and like just put it toward Trump. Like, it would probably work.
Any of them, really. Shit. I don't know. I completely blanked out on that. Oh well.
Yeah.
I promise you, it would have been good.
It's just a fucking rage-inducing situation.
Yeah.
All the way across the board.
Oh, yeah, I know what it is.
Yes!
One of the biggest reasons why Trump got elected, and like I said, I don't give a fuck what you think, what I think. I'm not saying this for or against any politician, but one of the biggest reasons why Trump got voted in is because you could not disagree with the other side of politics without being called a racist or a homophobe or something like that. It got to the point there are a lot of the places you could not publicly say you supported Trump or anything like that.
You're a racist
because
bigot.
you're automatically racist. Yeah, you know what? That's why the polls are so fucking skewed, because no one wanted to admit it, but they got into the anonymous setting of the polling booth and they voted their heart on it. And you know what? You get called a racist and shit by people so much, you start to move away from them. That stupid shit, that rhetoric's got to fucking stop. It's ridiculous. You could vote for a racist person and not be racist. You could vote, the leader of the fucking KKK in and still not be racist. That's how logic is.
This fucking person, when it boils down to it, this person you're voting for, you do not know them on a personal level. Right. They can tell you whatever in the fuck. It's like us on this microphone. People that, we're not racist, but people that don't know us on a personal level don't know that we don't get off this microphone and just, promote racism. We don't, but, and people that know us know we don't, but I'm just saying, it's along the same lines. Like, you don't know how that person truly is. You're not fucking around them.
Right. And no one agrees with any candidate 100%. Maybe someone agrees with, one thing that Trump supported, disagreed with the, whatever you'd consider the racist portion of what he stands for, and thinks that the positives outweighs the negatives, and not be a racist because of that. And I know it goes on the other side. anytime someone comments about gun control, all of a sudden they're socialist, liberal, blah blah blah. Fuck that shit.
It's true, man. Like that's why we have elections.
Yeah.
That's why we have due process and all this shit. Like that's why we do it, is because they realize that, well, people's gonna have different opinions because not all these fuckers are gonna think alike. And that's a lot of the goddamn problem too. Instead of like attacking the other person for who you vote for and all this, we are the American people. And goddamn, I'm not wanting to get political, and we're not gonna stay on this, but all I'm saying is, like, we are the American people. The only way we're gonna get shit done in our favor, we got to stop going against each other and fucking try to work together for once. That's the only fucking way anything's going to get done, is by working together. And being at each other's throats over who you picked in a fucking poll booth is trivial, and it's fucking ignorant, and it's holding us back.
It's devolved into rooting for sports teams.
It is. It's
go red team, go blue team.
It was the fucking Iron Bowl for America. That's 100%. And it's fucking... It is... I'm not one of them people that's like, I don't like America. America's disgusting. I appreciate the things.
I
have
love
here.
America.
I enjoy it.
I feel like the people who say that shit.
Yeah, no shit. You fucking little, what's that? Y'all learning how to make him kale smoothies from that David Wolf guy.
Yeah,
that was his name. I was trying to think of his
David
name.
Avocado Wolf.
I was like, David Coyote or some shit, like something stupid. But I just,
if you don't like America, you can get out.
Those people that fucking say that are a part of the goddamn problem.
They are.
As a whole. People like that is the people we don't need living here, because, like, you're the only ones that are really making this a shithole to live in.
Oh, yeah. You know what? How about you hate, for example, if you hate Trump so much because of the wall or whatever, how about you go to Mexico and we'll take two Mexicans who love America way more than you do?
Yeah.
I'll do that any day. I'll take that trade all fucking day.
I did see a meme that I thought was pretty relevant and made funny, because all these people were like, well, I'm moving to Canada if Trump becomes president, or I'm moving to Switzerland, and somebody was like, why not Mexico?
Yeah.
Why won't you move there? What's the big deal? And it's true, man. We're going to close this out by just saying, people...
we went off the rails, but it's okay.
I could sit here and talk more about it. I just don't want to, because, it's not going to do any good. Talking about it like this. You raise awareness to people that might not be in on... But this whole election's kind of... It's stupid. God damn it, people are stupid. They suck. Y'all should all like the flavor of carbon monoxide.
Vote Gary Powell for pizza delivery man. That's all I got to say.
Park your car in your garage while cranked. Sit and enjoy sweet vapors. Take delightful nap. Forever. Do that while drinking your fucking kale smoothie and praising Jill Stein. She probably thinks she has autism now. She's like, I lost the election and gave me autism.
the fucking trauma.
Bitch. But anyways.
Yeah. Sorry.
We got to get off that.
We had a vent.
Well, yeah, we haven't done an episode
in a while.
In 2 months, and we damn sure haven't done one since all that happened, so it needed to be done, as it is to say. I know we don't have any emails because the site's been down.
We got some calls.
Oh, I got one email.
Okay.
I'm going to read real quick. Well, I got an instant message we got. This is one of the ones that I was saying made me tear up. This is actually the only one I can look at right this second for some reason. But a fellow named Justin Hall sent us a message. And he just simply, he sent this Tuesday. He said, I hope you guys come back. I wish I had better words that probably won't be read, but I enjoyed listening to you, and I thank you guys for the good times. I hope life gets much better for everyone. It's not much on Facebook, but while I don't pretend to know you or what you're going through, I hope you're able to move on from the troubling times that you're facing, and that you cats do some good things for yourselves. I will miss listening to you guys, but please don't give up on the things you love. Sorry for this super gay bullshit, but you guys made an impact on my life, and I miss it. Have a good one.
Thanks, man. That means a ton.
I messaged him back, and it does, man. We do this for people like you, and it feels nice feeling missed.
Yeah.
You know, it's flattering and it's very nice. And like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, you know, you were one of the people I was talking about. It's very nice to get kind words and see that there's not all these kind of fucking people we're venting and talking about out there. And
thank you for doing something besides shit posting about a politician.
Yeah.
Because that's much needed.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, dude. And we hope you continue to listen to our ramblings as we continue to progress.
We got some calls, some old, some new. But first, if you want to give us a call, the number is 682-777-GOOD, 682-777-4663.
Oh. Yeah.
We got two of them are a little older. We got one from Nick here.
Hey, fellas, it's Nick up here in Michigan, and I had another long drive. I was going through your back catalog of episodes.
Very nice.
And I listened to episode 18, which is a 3DO episode.
3D-ont.
Extremely funny.
Thank you.
If you guys are ever looking to reframe things or get back to your roots or whatever, I personally found that episode to be absolutely hilarious.
We need to play some more shit games.
I know you guys had touched on a game before in a MAME episode that I really enjoyed. I've been working on trying to learn how to do hyperspin.
Oh,
and
good luck, brother.
But trying to get that going on the desktop that I picked up. And, if you guys ever get into discussing that, I'd be excited to listen. But the other suggestion I was going to throw out there, if you're open to it, is doing maybe some top fives. I think in the last episode you guys mentioned obscure Genesis games and to call in with those. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really have any good obscure ones for you, but I do have Beyond Oasis, which I think is a really good.
That's a good choice.
A really good top-down action RPG for the Genesis. I know that's not an obscure game, but wanted to throw that one out there. That's definitely worth.
It's not Sonic, man.
Talking about. So,
yeah.
Anyway, keep up the good work, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all later. Take care.
We appreciate you, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And
for the
I
call.
want to impart to you my knowledge about hyperspin is unless your heart is set on it, just don't do it. It is. Hopefully my name's right. I always stuck to history. It's Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth. You're always going to search for it. You're always going to be trying to find it, but it's never going to happen. You're never going to get it exactly the way you want it to be. I mean, a good looking hyperspin setup is a thing to behold, but you're going to spend more time.
A lot of little tricks.
You're going to spend more time tweaking that and perfecting that than you are playing games. I mean, if you just love it, it's a hobby, so do what you want. But if you just want to get in it and play games, man,
there's much easier routes.
Yeah, there's way easier routes. And there's pre-made hyperspin setups out there you can do if you're fine with something that's pre-made. A lot of them are quite sexy looking, but hyperspins is one of them things. It's a constant struggle. You're never going to get it exactly the way you want it to.
And it takes a pretty beefy,
a
decent computer, right?
Yeah, you're not going to run it on a Raspberry Pi, but
yeah.
If you buy,
I could run Hyperspin probably, couldn't I?
The one in your cabinet.
No, in my PC.
Oh yeah, your PC could run it, no problem.
Yeah, no, my main PC is sitting right here, currently still broken.
I bought like a $50 Dell workstation off eBay, and it could do hyperspin. I want to play some games, so I got Mala on there. Mala does everything I wanted to do.
Mala is what I had on mine. I enjoyed it.
We got another call from. Well, no, I think this might be the first call from Travis.
Hey guys, this is Travis from Texas. First off, I wanted to say that I love the show. I found it a couple weeks ago, and I've been blown through the backlog. Anyway,
Thank you.
I had a question for you. Was there ever a period of time in your life that you lost interest in video games, or just stopped playing them because of whatever life responsibilities, anything like that? And if so, what was the game that got you back into gaming? It's not a specific game, just like what changed to pull you back in? Anyway, thanks for putting up an awesome show, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
For not playing as much, right now is a prime example. I mean, full-time school, overtime at work, family. Those things keep you away from video games, unfortunately.
I did actually go through a dry spell for about 3 years where I didn't. I mean, I played some, but I didn't. I even had a current console, but I didn't buy games. I didn't play them.
Pretty much any time I've been depressed for more than a few days, I stayed away from video games. I can't play games when I'm depressed.
I was I'm the opposite. I can, depending on what the game
now,
is.
if I'm stressed, I'll play the fuck out of some video games. But if I'm depressed, I'm just like, what's the point? And, I'd rather be at the trying to find the fountain of youth in the bottom of a bottle of liquor than playing a video game.
I usually bleed a lot when I'm depressed. But
hookers bleed a lot when I'm depressed.
Still got to clean that trunk out. No, I worked. I toured in a band for like a couple years on and off, like, being gone for like a month at a time and shit like that. So I didn't play games a ton back then, but I do remember what got me sparked in games again, actually. Ghostbusters, when it first came out on Xbox 360.
Okay.
I was so hot
that was
because
a good game.
They were like, this is essentially the third Ghostbusters movie, and I was like, yeah, and I went and I pre-ordered that game and went and bought it, and that was actually one of the games that kind of got me back in, because around that same time when I moved into my other house, and I ended up getting my NES and shit from my grandparents then, and that kind of, I started fucking around with Mario speedrunning too, and that's kind of what got me back into the retro scene.
I know one of the things that kind of got me back into retro, and at the time it really was
I always
quite
had
so
my
retro.
stuff, I just didn't play it a lot.
After I graduated high school, I started college, and I started, work study and this kind of thing, working in the college cafeteria. And at this point, I had a computer, but I didn't have any consoles because I was always dumb and sold my shit off every time I moved. Hell, I still sell a lot of shit off every time I move, but because I don't like
that's
moving.
okay.
Anyways, I had a disposable income, and I went to one of these local gaming shops. And, back then they were selling Dreamcast shit dirt cheap. A Dreamcast controllers and a couple games was $20. And I was like, fuck yes.
That was before the
explosion.
Yeah.
So that got me back into it some. Then after that, I dropped out for a while, and I don't really consider it really gaming, not in the classical sense of what I consider video games. But I did get into Guitar Hero for a while when I wasn't playing games. That was fun. After that, I got big into Soul Calibur again, and PC gaming's always been my go-to gaming, but console's been on and off. Here lately, I got my five consoles set up on my home TV right now, excluding the Wii U. The Wii U's also, I guess it'll be 6. I got the Super Nintendo, N64, Genesis, Dreamcast, and original Xbox right now, so I can just play. Finally got around to doing all that shit, but yeah, consoles has always been on and off for me.
Yeah, I've always thought of you more PC game. Even when you had consoles, you always had the badass PC.
Mm-hmm.
And when you'd come to my house, you would drag your PC over.
Yeah,
to my TV.
I always had this big ass Tupperware container that I carried my PC and the old CRT monitors.
Hell yeah!
And when I was in high school, I would carry that shit up over 80 steps because I lived in a fucking cave, literally. So
that is no lie. I was there before. Brandon really did live in a cave.
Yeah, and there's 80 steps roundabout to get to my driveway from the house. So carrying the big ass computer and big ass monitor, and I was too lazy to do it in 2 trips, so I did it in 1 trip like a fucking man. Whatever clothes I needed, they all fucking went up the steps in one go.
Hell yeah. That is very manly. That's why you got that goddamn beard
Yeah.
flowing from your face. now.
Yeah, every step I took up the steps, it just sprouted out.
If you needed
like
a safe
Mr.
place to run like these other pussies, you'd have an inverted beard.
Like those, what was it, Mr. Potato Heads or whatever, where he like had the Play-Doh that spread out of their head, and when he squished them, that's what happened to my beard.
Just like a Play-Doh fun factory hanging off your chin.
I still do that shit. Like, we go get groceries, I'm making one trip. I don't give a shit how much shit I bought.
I embarrass Emeralds. We got 20 bags. I'll carry all 20 bags out. I'll be
like,
wobbling and shit.
Yeah,
but
my hands will be numb. Like, after I take off
your
the
fingers
bags.
will be turning blue because the bags are like cutting circulation and shit off. I've been there. Oh,
your hands look like...
You got the shopper's frostbite again.
This is going to might catch some flack, but your hands look like they were on roots. Like they...
Better stop carrying them groceries like that. You got them Kunta Kinte hands going on. Oh, that's terrible.
But that's what they look like. They've been had the hide whipped off of them. That's. But I made it in one fucking trip. God damn it!
those are the hands of a torn man. Oh, God damn it. Oh, that's so bad, but it's so funny. That was great.
We got one newer call. Regular caller, Steve Steverson.
Hey, this is Steve Steverson, grand big kahuna of Pokemon of Coleman County, and I just wanted to know which starter you guys chose on Sun and Moon, and if you didn't choose a starter, what you're doing instead of buying the game, you idiot.
Well, being idiots, I guess, because
Yeah.
I hadn't had time to play
I don't even own a 3DS.
Pokemon Neptune or Uranus, so you know those will be the next ones that come out. Pokemon Mission to Mars. They just put their Pokemon in a ship. They'll die before they ever get to Mars. It's like euthanasia for Pokemon. They call it Noah's Ark. Shoot them into the sun or something.
I just sat around deleting Porygons all day.
Steve, I am going to fucking chap your vagina lips real hard here because I'm going to tell you, I don't even know who the fucking starters of these games are.
I've seen them and they look fucking stupid.
Oh, boy. Triggered.
I think one's like a pack of crackers or some shit. It's...
Is there a television remote Pokemon in this one?
They've really scraped the bottom of the barrel now.
Because if there's a television Pokemon remote, I guarantee you, I won't find it.
Yeah.
They're like a fucking a TV remote Pokemon. Like it just stays forever lost. Like, it's very elusive. Sorry, Steve. I don't know what to tell you because I don't know what the fuck they are.
I picked Saltini. That was.
Now that's racist. He's a cracker.
That's racist, but the Roots comment was...
but that was staying. Good times.
Yeah.
Is that all for calls?
That's all for calls.
All.
Thank y'all for calling.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, y'all have put more effort into that than we have into being a show here recently, so thanks.
Yeah. But we're back, and we're back in the swing of things, so...
Yep.
Just have to bear with us. Them things do tend to happen.
Sometimes, after it's been a long time, you just got to jump in and get your dick wet. Once it's wet, you're good to go.
Yep. Live or dead, get your head.
Yep.
You're going to get yours one way or another. That's all that matters. Well, shit. I guess that about wraps us up for tonight.
Yep.
I feel that was a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. We're at the 2-hour mark, so.
Groovy.
Cool. Well, like I said earlier, thank you guys for understanding and being patient with us. We're sorry. Like I said, you hadn't heard from us 2 months. All that stuff aside, like I said, thanks for being patient with us. And I say it one more time, thanks for all the kind words and thoughts. during my loss and all this time I've been going through. It means more than you guys know, and I do appreciate it. I'm not good at being emotive like this without being a crybaby, so I think I'm doing pretty good to have not teared up yet. So thank you guys. It's very
really
appreciative.
appreciate
It means a lot. It really does. Like starting to look at our listeners more like our little family of misfits than just some random listeners, you know.
You poor bastards.
Yeah. Oh, the the things you will see. But thanks, that's what I want to say. And thanks for listening to us. You can find us, though, in case you have forgot, on the newly back online, goodoldgamers.com. You can find us on our Facebook, Good Old Gamers Podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Google.
I'm going to start making a point of checking Twitter again, so we'll be back on Twitter.
Good deal. I'm looking at getting us on a website called Podbean. I don't know how that'll go.
I know it's a host. I don't know if you can just post.
I'm going to see what I need to do.
On there.
Google Play, all that shit. You can find us. It's easy. YouTube. We still have those cameras. We'll get some footage eventually. Maybe.
Yeah. I want to be honest. It's probably like a couple years out at this point until I'm done with school.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine with audio. We've done good with audio so far.
That's the meat of it.
We're not
that's always
pleasing to look
focus.
at anyways.
Yeah.
So, but anywho, all that. Listen, like, share. 682-777 good. Got anything you'd like to say or like to talk on a later show?
Or you can email us, podcast at Good Old Gamers. Brennan at Good Old Gamers. All at Good Old Gamers.
You can do that. Any ideas, good things, bad things you want to say, any of that? Go for it. We're all ears, and we're always happy to listen. But, anywho, from us to you, I think it's time for us to... I don't even remember our ending slogan. What was it?
Go fuck yourself?
No, I think it was, some about roots. No. Game over, man.
Game over.
Please don't go. The drones need you. They look up to you.